It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, a third-round pick in 2018. He's made a handful of starts across his 5 previous seasons. Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
Rudolph going to throw it to start out. A short one there to Freiermuth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rudolph off play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Rudolph looking to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with an option going left. with quick feet by Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, we're going to do all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still first down.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves Jack that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Rudolph. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Montebique working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. Well, it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Rudolph. That swung out wide to Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. his throw is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Presley Harvin now. That's taken it around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now Jackson on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 3 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rudolph looking to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Rudolph throwing again.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Second down and 3.
Here's Rudolph.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Returning it, Justice Hill. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 39 yards. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Rudolph now to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Madubuike able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson now.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 5.
Jackson options out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are pouring it on. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Rudolph.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
Now it's Rudolph. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph.
Got his man, it's Warren.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Rudolph. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Rudolph going to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Steelers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but